Something changed. Their voice sounded different. Their reply was shorter than usual. They stopped talking. They stopped answering messages. The room felt heavier even though no one explained why. And before anyone accused you of doing something wrong, you had already begun searching yourself. What did I say? Was it my tone? Did I ask for too much? Were they upset with me? What did I do? You had no facts yet, but somehow you were already standing trial. So you replay the conversation. You inspect every sentence. You reconsider your tone. You study the look on their face. You search their silence for a clue. Maybe you prepare an apology before you even know whether one is needed. Maybe you reach out again, not because you have something new to say, but because the distance feels unbearable. You're not simply wondering what happened. You're trying to discover where you went wrong. And you keep searching until you find something, anything you can use against yourself. Sometimes self-blame doesn't sound dramatic. It sounds ordinary. They're not talking to me. I wonder what I said. Their mood changed. It must have been something I did. Maybe I was too sensitive. Maybe I expected too much. Maybe I should have stayed quiet. Maybe I am the difficult one. No one may have blamed you. No one may have explained anything. But the moment you sensed distance, you started with yourself as a suspect. It must have been your fault. Perhaps blaming yourself once gave you something to do, because uncertainty can feel unbearable. If it was your fault, perhaps you could fix it. If you could fix it, perhaps the silence would stop. Perhaps they would stop being angry. Maybe they would stay. Maybe you could prevent the painful thing from happening again. So you learned to examine yourself first. Change yourself first. Apologize first. Carry the blame first. Not because everything truly belonged to you, but because taking responsibility for everything may have felt safer than admitting that some things were outside your control. Responsibility and self-blame are not the same thing. Responsibility looks honestly at what happened and asks, what part of this is mine? Did I cause harm? Do I owe an apology? Is there something I need to fix? Self-blame skips the questions. It begins with a verdict. It must be me. I always ruin things. Something is wrong with me. Responsibility addresses an action. Self-blame attacks your identity. You can admit that you made a mistake without deciding that you are the mistake. You can repair something you did without taking responsibility for everything another person feels, chooses, withholds, or refuses to communicate. Their silence may belong to them. Their mood may belong to them. Their inability to communicate may belong to them. Their disappointment may be theirs to explain. Their choices are theirs to own. Their decision to withdraw, punish, avoid, or refuse any honest conversation does not automatically become your confession. Someone else can be upset with you without being guilty, without you being guilty. Someone can misunderstand you without you being wrong. Someone can dislike a boundary without the boundary being cruel. Someone can choose to leave without their leaving proving that you were not worth staying for. Not every uncomfortable feeling in the room belongs in your hands. The next time something changes, try not to rush into the courtroom inside your mind. Stop accusing yourself. Pause before you apologize. Pause before you explain. Pause before you begin rebuilding yourself around someone else's silence. And ask yourself 3 questions. 1, what do I actually know? Not what you fear, not what you assume. What do you know? 2, what story am I telling myself about what happened? And 3, is there something here that is genuinely mine to repair? Maybe the answer will be yes. And if it is, you can respond with honesty. But maybe the answer will be, I don't know yet. That's also an answer. You're allowed to wait for information before turning uncertainty into guilt. You do not have to put yourself on trial every time something changes. You don't have to search yourself for a crime before anyone has told you what happened. And you do not have to apologize simply because someone got quiet. You don't have to accept blame just to make the difference disappear. Sometimes there will be something for you to own. And when there is, own it. Fix it. Learn from it. But let that responsibility be specific. Don't use one mistake as evidence that everything is your fault. And do not let another person's choice become your opinion of yourself. Before you carry it, ask yourself, is this actually mine to carry? That one question probably won't solve everything, but it can interrupt the moment when you automatically turn against yourself. You can take responsibility without taking responsibility for everything. You can ask questions before you apologize. You can wait for facts. You can let other people carry what belongs to them. And little by little, bit by bit, you can stop treating yourself like the cause of every painful thing. You were never meant to spend your life proving your innocence to your own mind. So come back to yourself. You're still there. If you recognize yourself in this film, the "is this actually mine" self-blame pause card was created to help you separate facts from assumptions before you apologize, fix, or accept blame. And when you're ready to go deeper, the Come Back to Yourself reset can help you begin separating who you are from what painful experience taught you to believe. The links are waiting for you below and in the description. You are whole on arrival. Stop blaming yourself, because everything is not your fault.